Before we get into today's video, I just need to remind everyone I am not a financial advisor. You must of course do your own due diligence. Everything I am talking about today should just be seen as entertainment.
No such thing as debate. Now it's like, so I've begun.
What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy or Sell. I hope you're all well. The sun is shining. I'm feeling good. The weather's been good. I've been enjoying my hot tub. I've been enjoying running about in the garden with my daughter. You're seeing all this on Instagram, guys. It's been a good time. I'm actually shooting this video today on Saturday before Easter, but the video will come on Monday. So I hope you have had a good Easter and you've had plenty of food and chocolate and all that good stuff as well, guys. So today's video is actually a video vote poll. So you know I've been doing it for the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks now. You choose what video you want me to cover, and this one today is no different. It seems to be I'm building up a bit of a sort of mining specialty. I've got my own playlist now. I'm really interested in batteries. You know this anyway, how bullish I am. There's people doubting all this kind of thing, but to me, as I keep repeating, lithium I expect will explode, and titanium and so on and so forth, the different types of battery materials. I am trying to get a sort of an ETF or a bit of a fund of them. I'm trying to build a whole pile of these. Highly risky, yes, of course they are, but I'm trying to spread the load into the sector rather than picking individual ones. I am trying to spread the load, and that way I'm hoping to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 times multi-baggers, and that's the plan. I'm not expecting to win in every single one of these guys, but these are my own thoughts. So you must of course do your own due diligence. But before we get into it today, please please subscribe. Look, we're aiming for the 1,000 subscribers. We're very, very close now, over 940 subscribers. It's crazy, guys. Thanks for everyone that support me. It really is doing great. Also, plenty of feedback coming through on Instagram, on the Twitters, on the comment section. Keep leaving the comments on the videos and YouTube. That really helps me out as well. Bump everything up that algorithm for me. But feel free to obviously message me on Instagram or anything like that, or give us a follow on BHS DMV for that, guys. And also this week's Twitter poll is live if you wish to get on and cast any of these tweets. Some of these have just rolled on from last week, and then there's other ones added in there that have been brought to my attention as well. So without further ado, we can get into today's video. Okay, so the winner of this week's vote was Frontier Lithium. As you can see here, it was actually one of the closest ones. They had no votes up until about 2 days ago, and then all of a sudden they got a bit of a flurry. So don't know what was going on there, but Frontier Lithium has won this week's polls. Ticker symbol LITOF, is a Canadian company based in Ontario, Canada. So it's a Canadian company. It's actually on Trading 212, but it's not on the both accounts. It's only on the Invest account. So if you're looking for it in Trading 212, go in there, but it's on other major platforms as well. We'll have a wee explore into exactly what they're doing. We'll have a bit of sort of look into the recent news articles that are out there. I'll have a quick look at the chart and see what the general synopsis is. But initially, this company is a lithium play, so straight away I'm obviously going to be interested. But let's have a look and see what their unique selling point is. So if we just go on to their page, developing a world-class lithium resource in North America. Okay, so our vision, always moving forward. Frontier Lithium is an emerging lithium mineral and chemicals company focused on the development of its 100% owned PAK lithium project in Ontario. So straight away I'm loving the logistics of this. Other lithium plays that we have discussed on this channel, they're in Africa, they're in Asia, they're all around different parts of the world, where this is more handier towards any of the American stocks that we have in terms of logistics. So that's a good sign straight away. With increased local supply chain desires around the world, the company's objective is to become a strategic domestic supplier. The company is aiming to produce battery-grade lithium hydroxide and other chemicals to grow the electric vehicle and energy storage markets in North America, as well as premium mineral concentrate supplier of high-quality glass manufacturers. I love that lithium is in the name. I think if a stock with lithium in the name gives it the clear identity. So I like that they're pretty much saying clear and concise, this is what we're involved in. Frontier maintains the largest land position and resource in new premium lithium mineral district located in Ontario's Great Lakes region. Frontier aims to complete final permitting, test work and definitive feasibility in 2023 and construct a mine. So we've got something in the pipeline here straight away. There's obviously like a big catalyst that's coming up here in the next couple of years. And they're hoping the chemical plant to produce lithium chemicals by 2025. So straight away, whatever we're doing with this one, guys, if we are investing, it's going to be a long hold, just like all the rest of them, though, to be fair. At least there is a target in mind here. You can click on these here and read into the lithium concentrates and chemicals. I've talked quite a bit in previous videos about the importance of lithium, what it does, how you sort of make it and stuff. So I'm not going to go into that. And also, I don't want to just look at their website, because obviously their website is going to be not propaganda, but it'll be their own biased opinion. So we'll try and source a wee bit of information about Frontier elsewhere, but just continue looking at the site. We'll go to the investor section here. They've got these key things here. Investors, why Frontier belongs in your portfolio. It's a great asset. North America's highest grade, largest tonnage hard rock lithium resource in the form of a rare low iron spodumene, in development stage with 2 deposits and significant exploration upside in the Great Lakes regions. The right team, management and directors with approximately 30% ownership and decades of experience and resource. Okay, take your word for it. A strategic technology partnership with XXP and Glencore company developing a lithium chemical production process. Now Glencore is huge, doing great things, so I like a wee bit more of an understanding of the Glencore partnership. Growing market. As I said, the reason I'm heavily investing in lithium and all these different battery plays is because of the growing market. We're not going to talk no more about that, guys. Just went on the Yahoo Finance here. I'm not actually going to talk about the financials. There's no point. It's like the rest of them, they're dire needs, they're not making much money, things like that. Okay, so you're buying into the future project. But what I will say is, if we pull out the full chart here, even just at a high level, I just want to point out something. It says 1989. The company was actually founded in 95, but either way, you can see here that it's at pretty much all-time highs right now, which doesn't worry me, because we'll go back onto the website in a second. You'll see why. I believe it's throbbing, but still, I would approach with caution. Again, averaging into this here is what I'm going to say. The other thing I'll point out is the average volume is around 534. The volume currently is at about 2, so we're quite below the average volume. So if we go back to the website here, we'll look at the corporate presentation here that came out in February. Rare metal focus since 2010. So we're going back to 1985 is when it started. It does glass, XYZ, but the main focus now, like most of these mining companies, it's shifted to lithium, because lithium's where the money's going to be. So they own these sites. The largest site is supposedly what they own. So if they own the largest site now, they're seeing the need for lithium and they're focusing their energy in that, and they've been doing that since 2010. So it's been a long hold, guys. And people could have maybe foreseen this 5 years ago and been holding ever since, and they wouldn't have got anything out of it. So again, I can't emphasize enough, guys, serious long hold. I like this little chart as well here. So it's the share price history versus the lithium market price history, and you can actually see here where it's going. So you can see the way it's been driven. Share prices obviously went up as the deposits go up, and it's not companies that dictate the prices, it's the market that dictates it. So demand goes up, share price will go up. You see what I'm saying? So if you pick enough of these here, lithium will, without a doubt, go up. These should all go. The lithium market, though, as you can see here, this is the way they anticipate it going. Up and up and up. Look, in 2028, so you're sort of 7 years from now, the hydroxide battery demand will be rock hard. So carbonate battery demand is going up, and that's going to go up in the grease and ceramics. It's in and around the same. That's never going to change, but you can see that they're making probably good money from the glass at the moment, but that will switch, and it'll switch quite fast, guys, to the point where the supply can't keep up with it. That's what they're predicting, and there's no coincidence that in the other videos we've done, they're all saying much of the same thing. So again, talking about the demand, guys, I've talked about all this here. I'm not going to waste the time going to the other videos. I think if you're interested in this, you should watch all the different ones that are on the playlist. So here's the board of directors, guys. Probably like to see a wee bit more young blood in there. I would say a few of these here won't even be about 2028. Not that they're going to die, just that they might be retired playing on a golf course. But good to see the executive leadership. There's a bit of young blood there, so they'll be driving this forward. Have you ever heard of Reuters? Of course you have. The largest news financial outlet in the world. You can go down and check out 2 of my articles that I've done recently with them, and they're in the bio below, guys, in the description. Check it out. Also, if you're thinking about joining the stock market dream with myself and making loads of money, obviously through your own due diligence, then go down and click the link to get started on free trade. You and I will both get a free share up to £200, guys. Even if you already have a portfolio in Trading 212 or eToro or whatever, it's important to have diversity. I have now 5 brokers. I previously had 4. I have now 5 different brokers, money spread across different ideas, ETFs in that one, swing trades in this one, all different. Idea is diversity, guys. Plus, tax year's up now, guys. Time to get your money invested elsewhere. So I thought I'd Google a bit more information about this here, and it's brought up Kitco. Kitco is a great website for if you're looking into mining news or anything to do with metals or commodities. So I'd highly advise everyone to have Kitco on their sort of radar, even just for general news. But anyway, that aside, Frontier launches lithium hydroxide, a pilot plant with Glencore. Okay, so Glencore is huge. Love Glencore. Definitely big player in this space. So doing a deal with them, to me, shows credibility. It shows that they're going in the right direction, and this is really of interest to me now. Frontier Lithium announced on Thursday the commencement of a mini pilot plant operations with XPS, Expert Process Solutions, a Glencore company, okay, at their research and development centre in Falconbridge, Ontario. Frontier said that the goal of the pilot is to directly produce lithium hydroxide in the PAC lithium project resource. Then it goes on to talk about, it being the highest grade, as we previously talked about there. The company added that the pilot plant aims to generate high purity battery grade lithium hydroxide chemical, which will be used as a marketing samples for the product and will also provide essential data required for a future pre-feasibility study to be conducted by the company. Okay, so look, we're at the pre-feasibility study. Look, you know my background. I'm a quantity surveyor. That's what I do day to day. So pre-feasibility stage, guys, this is an early concept. This is and obviously at this stage it all depends on the purity. So definitely this is a huge catalyst for Frontier. So I will be definitely monitoring this closely. This looks like good news, guys. Back on the Yahoo, then we scroll down, you'll see a lot of news out there about Frontier Lithium over the last month. So I like that. I like that there's a lot of companies reporting on this. It's, to me, looks really legit, guys. So you can see here Frontier Lithium uplists in the US to the over the counter. So that's 2 months ago, and that seems to be following suit. Now I've seen a lot of the different plays that we talked about, they've all kind of went on to the OTC as of recent, so it's definitely a shift towards this space. You can see here that they've hired some new expertise. They've launched 3 million in financing. That was 3 million shares at $1 a share, so they've done that last month only. You see even there's headlines here, Ontario takes step to becoming global supplier of critical minerals. Frontier Lithium announces 153% oversubscribed private placement. So there's a lot of people wanting in on these shares. It was originally 3 million, as I said, there 2 months ago, and within March the 16th, within a month, it has went up to over 7.5 million. So this is the closed of the private placement that we talked about there. So further funding, happy days, guys. Good uptake, plenty of interest in it. One thing that I will point out when you read through this is that as the company's common shares are not listed on a specific market, and the fair market value of these units will not exceed 25% of the company's market capitalization. That's a key thing. Alright, guys, that's the video. Hope you have found it informative. I'm appreciated that this video is actually one of my longest videos, and I have only scratched the surface with these guys. I mean, there's a lot of news articles out there as I've shown. I've tried my best to highlight a lot of this stuff. I didn't even get talking about the glass, but what I'll do is I'll direct you to a lot of presentation on YouTube. There's a lot of videos. There's a great half-hour one with the CEO of Frontier, and he just talks about what they're doing, the different aspects of the project, the mining, the purity, the difference between their product and the recent test study result. It goes on and on and on, guys. Really good. But for me, the key takeaways, again, it's always about the lithium plays. I'm thinking about the batteries. That's my main focus. The quality of the glass is really special. There's talking about the Gorilla glass, which is what your phones use, high quality glass. That seems really interesting as well. But for me, I wouldn't be picking it just for the glass. I'm doing it for the lithium play. So my key takeaways, guys, is the Glencore deal. That's going to be huge. So we need to keep an eye on that. That, to me, is going to be something I'll keep you up to date on. Once we know the feasibility study comes back and where that takes us, that's a key catalyst to get this thing throbbing. So we need to see the target dates for that. Key other aspect is they're planning to get this lithium real project up and running by 2025. So with 4 more years, really. So it's going to be a really long hold. I'm going to get this on the portfolio. I'm going to throw 50 quid in straight away off the bat on Monday when the markets open up again, and then my plan will be to wait for this feasibility study, more news to come out, and just see where it goes. As I said, we're at all-time highs. Some of the, I wouldn't say mistakes, but some of the issues I've had recently with some of the buys I've bought is that I've bought kind of on the rise, and then it has dipped. So I'm more than content to put 50 dabs in, see where that goes over the next month, guys. you're investing in a company for the future. This isn't about hitting it now and 10x in next month. I'm not giving you any certainty that that's going to happen. What I'm saying is I would believe, my assumption would be correct, that lithium is going to go throbbing, but you need to be prepared to hold these things. So I'm in, going to keep an eye on it, keep you up to date. Key thing for me is to get this thing throbbing, is the Glencore deal. If it falls down, after I buy my 50 quid's worth, in a couple of weeks time, I'll buy another a bit more. I'll average in, and again, it just fits into my plan nicely. So yeah, that won the Twitter vote. I hope you find this one good. The next Twitter vote is live. Get voting, and until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day.